Hey, 13 love to y'all. Life is good, 13. You are creation, 13. Today I want to talk to you about um, what I discovered on my nature walk today. And that is, if you watched my 3 Earths videos, it was really more of a consciousness stream state. Jeffrey Sky actually talked about this, so I will um, leave that video um, link down here and you can check that out. As well as you can check out my 3 Worlds video. But anyways, a lot of us are, um, focusing on the positive state of consciousness, right? And this is a very good thing because this is a high vibrational earth and we're creating a high vibration for this positive earth. But I was thinking, well, I was going on this nature walk and I was asking Mother Nature, I was like, all right, it's awesome that we are creating this um, positive reality. But where do we go from here? Like, how do we make these changes? Because I was talking with my wife, and I was telling her that there can't be people smoking or drinking. People need to take care of themselves and not rely on like WIC or the government giving you money and things like that. I just was naming off all these things and what needed to change, and I was like, all right, how in the world can that change if it's still here? Like are people just gonna quit using it, or how are they gonna do that, right? It just wasn't making any sense. And there's people talking about going to the fifth dimensional Earth, because there's a fifth dimensional you. Um, that's living a whole different reality. And I was like, okay, well, that's where I want to be at, right? Um, but, as I was going on that nature walk, Mother Nature or the source kept telling me, okay, you're here to heal people. You're here to heal people, over and over again. That's what I was being told. You're here to heal people, and that's fine. The essence of Raphael is through me, and that's why I'm here right now. And, it, it shouldn't really matter. That's what the source is telling me. It doesn't matter um, where you're at or where you want to be. It's what you're doing in that moment, because when you become aware that you're an eternal being, that your consciousness stream is just infinite. You just experience. When you want to experience a life or an individual life, you go into a vessel. An avatar, your body. Go into a vessel and you experience that time on that reality. Whether you need to heal, help out, or even just being in a peaceful reality. You're just there to experience. That's what the consciousness does, is experiences things. So I was kind of like, jumping ahead of myself, because I got to realize, I still have this job here to do. A lot of us still have a job here to do. Just like I said in my previous video, our job's not done yet. It's just begun. We are bringing in um, a whole new concept to this 3D Earth. And, if you realize or look around where you're living at, unless you're in a big city, that is the only thing. If you guys are in a big city, get out. I'm serious. Get out of those big cities. There's small towns wherever you're at. If you got a big city, there's small towns. Go to a small town. Get out of those big cities, because that is where the negative um, realities are consumed in. There's like a dome consumed in these big cities. New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. These big cities just have huge negative domes, and you're trapped in there. And that's why a lot of people can't raise their vibrations in these big cities, because um, it's darn near impossible unless if you can break through that barrier. Um, it's really tough on people, and I'm still seeing a lot of people who live in big cities having a hard time raising their vibration. So if you live in a big city, get out, go move in a smaller town. You know, if you gotta drive, 40 minutes or whatever to go to work in the big city, that's fine. You know, that's something you gotta um, sacrifice yourself on. You know, do you want to higher vibrations, or do you want to stay in a lower vibrational field and people keep hacking and slashing at you? You know, that's something you need to think of. So anyways, like with me, I'm in a small town, and I've noticed, that a lot of negative people just don't exist in this reality anymore. Like, there's people I don't see anymore, or they've moved away, and there's less and less and less people. I'm in retail, and usually around this time it's just chaotic, right? And it's been busy, but not as busy as it usually is, which is quite interesting. And everybody is very happy and cheerful, which is awesome. That's something you need to consider, because it shows, your inner reflection is shining out. So it shows my path is on a positive path, because there's no negative beings around. If there's any negativity, it's because it may be within inside me. So then I gotta go find it, clear it out, and then it won't be there anymore. So that's a little tip for you guys. But yeah, kind of lost track of what I was talking about here. Anyways, yes, the main thing and why this is titled an Ascension Key, because we're on a positive path, we need to start going into the balanced earth, like I was talking about in the three earths, is the balanced earth. And this balanced earth is for those who receive the ascension, not ascension, but ascended master's key. Kind of like an ID, like, okay, I'm ascended master, check, and then you move on forward. There are ascended masters here, and they already have their keys, so then they can leave this reality anytime they want. Now, if you are an ascended master and you're not aware of it, I'm assuming you have to do your job, and then you receive a key, and then you can get out of here. And that's something that I was talking with the source of Mother Nature today, was about this ascension or ascended master's key. And I was like, okay, well, how do we do this? And it's keeping that perfect balance in your being. Learning the elements, learning about your 12 chakras, which I still need to make a video about, because there is a 21 chakra system, and I narrowed it down to flipping it, because it's like 3 sets of chakras, and you narrow them down, you switch the 12 into, or the 21 into 12, and it creates your multidimensional self, which is basically your 5th dimensional self. And then there's 5 chakras added on to that, and like I said, I'll get into more details when I make that video, because I almost have it. It's just, it's still figuring out some little kinks in it. But that is a process of receiving your Ascended Master's key. And I think that is pretty much just a personal thing when you receive this. So I wanted to get that out there, because, like I said, I was trying to figure out on how we're going to get rid of all this junk from old 3D and then transform it. But that's what's going to happen over time, is that this whole reality is going to transform. So you're going to see stores closing and then opening new stores. So say you got a liquor store, right? It's going to turn into a health store, and then so on and so forth. So you're going to see businesses close and then new businesses open, and it's going to be more of a positive business structure. So that's what you're going to see happen here, is that, a lot of people are going to lose jobs. The old system's going to fall. We're going to have a new currency. system. And we're gonna just start creating a whole new structure. So you're gonna see that all unfold next year. So it's gonna be interesting, right? Anyways, yeah. So we're on a positive structured Earth, and we're gonna see it rise into something beautiful. But the Ascended Master's Key is a whole different subject. So I just want you to become aware of that, meditate on it, and learn more about this Ascended Master's Key. And if you are an Ascended Master, make videos and let us know, um, how we can receive our Ascended Master's Key. Because it's something I'm still learning, and like I said, I still got a job to do here, which is to heal people. So I may just spend my lifetime here healing people, and then when it's time for me to move on, then I'll move on. So anyways, so yes, I just want to make some stuff aware for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, just enjoy the show, because it's gonna get awesome, man. So anyways, I love y'all very much. Namaste, the catch, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.